The man opened the takeout box. He was a bit surprised. This deluxe set with 3 dishes and 1 soup only cost $6. He happily finished every bite, and somehow it tasted like home. Afterward, the delivery man came to collect the empty lunchbox again, then returned it to its original owner. The woman who received the empty box smiled with satisfaction, as if an empty box meant her husband appreciated her cooking. She even went to the window and proudly told the aunt upstairs that her husband finished everything today, but she had no idea the lunch she carefully prepared was actually eaten by a total stranger. In India, the unique lunch delivery system has even been praised by Harvard professors. Delivery men pick up homemade meals from households and switch multiple modes of transport along the way, first by bicycle, then by train, and finally walking with a handcart to the final stop. Despite the complicated steps and harsh weather, the system has an incredibly low error rate. But somehow Annie's lunchbox was delivered to the wrong person. She thought her usually indifferent husband might start to warm up to her because of this meal, so that night she dressed up nicely and eagerly waited for him to come home. But her husband didn't even glance at her. He just took off his shoes and socks without a word. Her hopeful mood was once again ignored. Annie felt deeply disappointed and gently asked. The returned lunchbox was empty, so I wanted to ask. Her husband said the cauliflower tasted really good. Annie was stunned because she didn't make cauliflower for lunch. Meanwhile, Carl went straight to the lunch delivery store.
नेक्स्ट मंथ में रिटायर हो रहा हूँ, तो दुकान सर्विस का ये लास्ट मंथ। ओके सर, हम नोट कर लेंगे। अरे वो ये डब्बा कौन बनाया? डब्बा हम ही लोगों ने बनाया सर। कुछ खाना अच्छा था वो।
The store staff were just as confused, since no one had ever praised the cauliflower like that. Back home, Carl stared at his bland dinner, while still savoring the flavors from lunch in his mind. The next day at noon, he eagerly opened the lunchbox again. In his dull life appeared a bit of hope. That day's lunch was still hearty, but oddly enough there was a note inside. The cook thanked him for finishing the meal. She wrote that even though she realized the lunch was misdelivered that same day, it made her happy the entire afternoon. As thanks, she prepared more of her best dishes for him today. Carl thoughtfully put the note down. He hadn't expected it to be a mistake. His little joy was quickly replaced by disappointment. Was he going back to his old meaningless life? That night, Annie received another empty lunchbox. Inside was a reply letter. She curiously opened the note, only to see the words, "Today's food was too salty." Annie was furious and complained to the aunt upstairs.
Dear Ila, the food was very salty today.